the standings out east, the season nearly complete. Taking a look at Miami, advantage in one series.
And right now for Miami, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
They look to be a dangerous team. I wouldn't have thought that a few months ago, but now I'm a believer.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Jones is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's McGee in at the 5 spot. Now here's LeBron. Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided. In the backcourt with guys about your size, Kevin.
Wait a minute. And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first. McGee dishes to James. Knocks down the 3 ball.
I love how quick he makes decisions. I mean, if a shot is there for him, LeBron is not going to think twice or hesitate. He'll let it fly.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. Going up against an all-time great like LeBron James, there are no easy answers. Still, he's aware it will be pivotal to slow him down if they're going to win this game. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to James. Outside, Green. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 5. And that one is off. The Heat go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, and what a gut wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that one.
And Greg, typically there's one statistic that jumps out at you when you're looking at what decided the game. And in that one, it was all about the rebounding battle.
And the hard scramble upbringing for Jimmy Butler, well chronicled in Houston, Texas. He says it played a part, making him the person Clark he is today. But it doesn't explain him.
That's a great way to put it, Kevin, because we are certainly influenced by our experiences and our past, but it doesn't dictate where we'll go in the future. He bounced around for 4 years in different places from age 13 on. No recruiting buzz out of high school, and from there to here, that's a major climb. Credit to Jimmy Butler.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Kind of a quirky personality for Jimmy Butler, more than a little mischief in his sense of fun.
Yeah, but he's always got a method to his madness, and I heard it once said that you have to dare to be great, and to dare to be great, you got to dare to be different, and Jimmy doesn't mind being different. How about listening to country music, something he started in college at Marquette to annoy his teammates, and then also this. Would you do this, Kevin? Give your phone number out at a press conference? Jimmy Butler daring to be different and daring to be great.
Here's Butler following the bucket by the Lakers. Over Caldwell Pope. And it's Butler missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. James and the dunk by James.
And you know, this is where James is most dangerous, attacking and looking to tear into that defense.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. McGee with the block. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Passes it to Robinson. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Adebayo kicks to Butler. To halt the run. 2 points. That one goes.
And Butler's ball skills now pretty tight for a wing guy. He's excellent at creating for himself on offense.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Green, the pass to Davis. Now LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Adebayo.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Now here's Butler. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Now here's James. 7 points in the game. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here we go. It's Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Blazing speed on display from Butler. Superb at finding a way to get behind the defense in transition and taking what he gets.
Now here's Davis. 26 points for him last game against Houston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Now here is Robinson after LeBron James's miss. Here's Nunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 3. Here's Adebayo. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Caldwell Pope outside. He feeds it to Davis. Drills the baseline jumper.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player. It's Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Here's Nunn. James covering. Nunn, that's good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. And here's McGee. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Caldwell Pope finds McGee. Pulls up on the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Nunn. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Pass to Robinson. Davis against Butler. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Green inside. Robinson on him. And the pass to LeBron. The 11-footer. That one a little long. The Heat have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Nunn. Misses the layup.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
LeBron dishes to Davis. Green, the pass to James. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the technical free throw is good. With the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. And actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you.
Oh, that was terrific.
Good. Well, you can't take the length of Caldwell Pope lightly. He's excellent at using it to come up with steals.
Nunn passes to Robinson. The kick outside to Butler. Again, the miss by the Heat.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Green. Here's McGee. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And now a 7-point Laker lead. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Checked in for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Miami also making a switch. Jay Crowder's checked in for Derek Jones. Nunn passes to Butler. To stop the run. Rebounded by Howard.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Here's James. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
Here's Nunn. Covered by LeBron. Nunn passes to Robinson. Off target with his 3.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And he knocks down the first one. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
And his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
You talk about LeBron James, he does it all. Defends, scores, rebounds, passes, high IQ, unselfish, a leader off the court as well as on.
Three-pointer, Butler gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's James. Plays it up and banks it in. LeBron's got 13.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Crowder with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Shot by Crowder, no good. Lakers leading by 10. LeBron with it. 13 points in the game. Kuzma outside. Howard trying to free himself up. Kuzma can't get it to go.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass. Feeds it to LeBron. Over Robinson.
And another basket for the Lakers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Nunn. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the first. Outside Butler. Lets it go. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 11.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
LeBron against Crowder. James outside. Shoots over Crowder. A second chance effort. And it's Davis missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And the three off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Kuzma. And it's Miami with the rebound. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. And slam dunk by Butler.
And, you know, Butler knows his team depends on him, relies on him to fill it up and put it in the basket. And he's an outstanding scorer with a really versatile arsenal.
Now LeBron, 15 points in the game. On the wing, Green. And again, no good by the Lakers. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious, boombox aquarium, but I love music. I don't really watch too much TV. It's always music, so it's just another thing to remind me, continue to be who you are, just have fish inside of it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Heat, Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Olynyk in at the 5. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Dragic against James. Dragic the pass to Hero. There's the dish to Butler. Pass to Olynyk. Takes the 3. The shot misses. And the Lakers going the other way now.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Dragic against James. And here's Olynyk from the arc. Rebound the Lakers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. LeBron is doubled. Here's Kuzma. They get it back. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And Olynyk kicks to Dragic. Trying to get open is Crowder. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And the Lakers making a change here. Smith has checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Leonard's checked in. Free throw good, LeBron. And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And the Heat call time here. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world. And the Heat making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Let's take a peek at the league's assist leaders. LeBron James, #1.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
On defense, the Lakers. Outside, Dragic. Outside, Leonard. In the corner, Iguodala with it. 4 on the shot clock. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
The first free throw is good.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
And Iguodala drops them both. Clark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
No good from Dragic. Here's Los Angeles now, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Count the basket. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Boy, you're playing with fire. Anytime you leave somebody open on James' team, I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
Davis against Dragic. Great D that time from Davis.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
The Lakers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for. And both free throws good for Waiters.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Waiters against Iguodala. James outside. Waiters passes to James. High post, Howard. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Dragic against Davis. Dragic kicks to Iguodala. Lets it go with a 3. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And I think for the Lakers, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
Hero, no good. Here are the Lakers. Huge run right now for them, going 19-2. And Howard with the stop.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Kicks it to Dragic. Over James. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Now here's Waiters. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
Here's Dragic. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
James with some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Rockets the pass to Olynyk. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Hero passes to Olynyk. Up top, Dragic. He's guarded by Waiters. Unloads from 13. And too long on the shot.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Here's Hero, covered by LeBron, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Mark, among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. He brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers, and the Heat making a change here. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Morris. The drive by LeBron. And James throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Hero, covered by LeBron. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
The first one falls.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And so he hits both. And Los Angeles guys shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Waiters. That shot misses. Great D that time from Leonard. Pass to Nunn. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Nunn's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Left side, Davis.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering
his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Dion Waiters. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Here's Nunn. Rebounded by the Lakers. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he is able to do on the basketball field?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Here's Nunn. Offensive rebound.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. And good that time. James has got 28.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Smith against Iguodala. 1:46 left in the first half of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. He can't get that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Caruso looking for an opening. Smith on the wing. A minute 20 left to play here in the half. For 3. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Heat shooting the ball for just 28%. Silva covered by Morris. Adebayo does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. And they double up James. Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. Robinson is subbed in for Andre Iguodala. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Nunn. Dishes it to Butler. 23 seconds left now here in the second. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
You know, Butler continues, Kevin, to expand his offense. I like seeing him rise up with that kind of confidence, and that floater with his size, hard to guard.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Robinson. Here's Davis. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 28 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets into foul. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, you live by the three and you die by the three. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
James outside. Throws it up high. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Pass to Robinson. Shot from 12. And he connects with the jumper.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Lakers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Outside, Davis. To shoot. And they double up James. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. James has got 30 points.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Butler against Caldwell Pope. Left side, Butler. Here's none. Covered by LeBron. That one, no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
From deep, Green. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
The Heat shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Lets a floater go. Butler kicks to Adebayo. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Outside, Davis. James outside. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. 32 points for LeBron.
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Now the Lakers on the break. LeBron, good. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
The pass to Butler. Knocked away. Adebayo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on JaVale McGee. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And finished off by LeBron.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Green against Robinson. Down low. Here's Nunn. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got 4 rebounds in this game. Caldwell Pope for 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 7th assist here tonight. The Heat have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Outside Robinson. Here's Nunn. James covering. 6 to shoot. Nunn passes to Robinson. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Robinson's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
James, the pass to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over McGee. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Robinson against Green. To the middle. Here's LeBron. Another shot. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Butler. That one misses. Davis with some nice D. LA has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Passes it to Green. It's Davis on the wing. Nunn grabs the board.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Jones kicks to Robinson. Outside Butler. McGee with the block. Fast break. The Lakers. LeBron leading the charge. For three, Caldwell Pope. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Davis. Here's McGee. Lays it up off the glass. McGee's got 8 points.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Butler and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Adebayo throws it down. Here's Green. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On the wing, James. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Boy, Butler doing a nice job taking advantage of the open man. Good quick pass there.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Davis. Excellent D that time from Jones.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Green kicks to LeBron. For three, Caldwell Pope. Rebound by the Heat.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest. Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Here's none. James covering. Here's none. He has 6. Here's Butler. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And that's now 17 points for Jimmy Butler. Now here's James. He's guarded closely. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D that time from Robinson. To the inside, Butler. And the rejection by James.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help him close this gap.
And James throws it down.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
Here's none. Outside Robinson. Pass to none. Over Davis. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
There's the pass to James. Back to Caldwell Pope. Drains it from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Here's none. James covering. Pass to Jones. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Robinson. McGee with the block. For 3, Caldwell Pope. But they recover it. Here's Davis. And he banks in the layup. Davis has got 24 points.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Here's none. Covered by LeBron. None passes to Robinson. The Heat need to get a shot off. to end the run. Nunn can't get it to fall.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. He dishes it to Robinson. Butler deciding where to go with it. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from James. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Boy, LeBron's vision is second to none, and his decision-making just as good. Slick pass there.
It doesn't go for him. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Miami, Dragic is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Silva in at the 4-man position. Waiters no luck. On the wing, it's Iguodala. He is guarded by Waiters.
A savvy passer at his position. Iguodala has that pass-first mentality that his teammates appreciate.
Here's Caruso. Passes to Waiters. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles. Season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Left side, Davis. Shoots over Olynyk, and Davis can't get it to go. The Heat shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. From the low block, and Dragic finishes it off.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Waiters outside. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Not going to go that time. And Miami the other way now.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
There's Dragic with the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Raiders against Iguodala. For 3, Smith. And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Miami. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's a outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question, because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media, so they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Dragic. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Both free throws good from Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Waiters inside the three-point line. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Dragic has it in the corner. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic, because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Caruso. He's guarded by Dragic. Bobbed up there for Howard. Miami grabs the miss. Olynyk's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dragic looking for an opening. Pass to Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Leonard, he's checked in for Miami. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Waiters outside. Smith left side. And the shot goes in.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Outside Dragic. Knocks it loose. And here we go with Waiters. Running it up the court. And it's Smith missing. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Iguodala gets the bucket. Iguodala's got 4 points this quarter.
You just can't give Iguodala these looks. He's too experienced and crafty down low.
Here's Waiters. Rebound by the Heat.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
Right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Quinn Cook's checked in for the Lakers. And Miami with a change here, too. Hill, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. L.A.'s gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And it's Cook missing.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And the jam with Iguodala.
An absolute terror in transition. Even though Iguodala is a little older, he still possesses that impressive speed.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Iguodala. And there's the pass to Cook. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And the Lakers making a change here. Dudley's checked in. That's good from Cook.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Here's Dragic from outside. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. 16 points for Goran Dragic. Cook looking it over. Pass to Howard. He kicks it to Smith. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Cook dishes to Smith. Over to the wing. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. Now here's Dragic. He's covered closely over Cook. No good from Dragic. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply. Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Cook kicks to Smith. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Smith. Dragic kicks to Leonard. The three-pointer no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here is Cook. He's guarded by Dragic. McGee trying to break free. And it's Cook missing. Miami's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Passes it to Leonard. To the paint. Now here's Iguodala. Defense right on him. Clock is at 3. From deep. Rebounded by McGee.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Caldwell Pope passes to Caruso. And it's sent back by Leonard. The Heat shooting a meager 37% for the game. Teardrop shot. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. A different look for Miami. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Myers Leonard. And Hero subbed in for Andre Iguodala. LA has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And so Cook nails both of them. The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours in their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was focused on how I felt about the farewell tour. These 2 were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. And the shot goes down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Outside Dragic lets it go from 14.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Caruso. Back to Caldwell Pope. Tries again. It's off. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfish.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Your career spanned 14 seasons. Talk about how you saw the game differently as a veteran player versus the first couple years in the NBA.
Well, I saw it from the bench, quite frankly, as a veteran, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on now. I know that's not altogether true.
I think the game just slows down. You start to understand that there is a tempo and a rhythm, not only to any given quarter, but any given game and any given season. So it's really, Kevin, about the idea of it slowing down. And I did sit on the bench towards the end, Kevin. That is true.
A little bit.
14's still a good number.
But it turned out well for you.
Well, I get to sit next to you.
Well, it's a lot of fun. You're right. It's a lot of fun. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Jones is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I got a chance to chat a little bit with Frank Vogel, and he said Jimmy Butler poses a challenge. One of the top wing players in the league and one of the hardest workers. You have to bring your heart at, or he'll embarrass you. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And it's the Heat with the ball after LeBron James's miss. Just 3 to shoot. The 3. Nunn can't get it to fall. Lakers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Caldwell Pope, no good that time. Some solid defense from Butler.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Here's Nunn. Connects on the foul line jumper.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston. Knocked loose. Robinson against Green. Robinson passes to Adebayo. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside Butler. Clock at 6. That one good for 2.
And the quickness on the drive, Butler showing how lethal he is cutting to the basket.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
In the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Miami. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs.
I think for the Heat, they've moved toward the postseason with one of the best records in the league. Safe to say, this is not where most people thought they'd be at this stage of the year.
Well, if they're a stock, I'm buying. They faced down every challenge in front of them this season and have turned into a team that has to be considered a major playoff threat. Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Here's Nunn. And the rejection by LeBron.
LeBron using his big mitts there. Comes in handy on defense. Getting up there to spike that one away.
The pass to Davis. Over Jones. And it's Davis missing. Miami leading by 4. Butler on the way. Green with the block.
Well, if you're going to make that offensive move, it's important to know where Danny Green is. One of the better shot-blocking guards you're going to find.
Robinson misses.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Green finds James. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. No good on the shot. The Heat go the other way with it. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
James looking around. Davis dishes to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
The big man, the brow, finding a teammate and does a great job of seeing somebody that's uncovered.
Butler against Caldwell Pope. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs. Right. So, you know, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make
they're
that
the
your
4th seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
2 shots.
Free throw good. James.
Interesting to watch LeBron James at the line through the years. Has tried many different free throw strokes. Not a bad free throw shooter by any means, but always tinkering.
And he makes both free throws. Heat have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Nunn. James covering. Outside Butler. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And the shot is long.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Caldwell Pope finds Green. Outside Davis. Pass to LeBron. Clock at 4. McGee trying to break free. And James gets it to go on the assist by Davis.
Oh, LeBron right through the defense this time. Incredible at finishing off that one.
Nunn passes to Robinson. Butler feeling out a bit. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
And the Lakers have possession. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Hornets. Caldwell Pope outside. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Well, there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Nunn can't get it to fall.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Nunn after the basket by Los Angeles. It's good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
James outside. Basket counts. James has got 8 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
None bad.
And how about the work Butler has put in terms of improving his range, showing real determination to become a solid shooter from downtown.
Now here is McGee. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. James, no good. The Heat have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Pass to Nunn. Now here's Butler. Boy, he just disappeared against Charlotte, and they really needed him. And that one drops.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 or 5.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
They now lead as the free throw drops for him. And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
No doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you can throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat.
Here's Nunn. Great D that time from Davis.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Here's Nunn. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Each team has a catalyst, Brent. Some guys are ball dominant. They play within the flow of the offense. Is there one approach better than the other?
Obviously, great coaches, Kevin, are going to find what it is that their best player does well. And as many times as I could get my best player into that situation, that's what I'm going to do. So if it's Harden in isolation, James Harden's going to be in isolation. If it's Steph Curry setting off-ball screens and relocating for threes, well, I'm going to do that too. So it all comes down to a fit with the player, his skill set, and how the coach wants to use that best.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so Green will bring it up for Los Angeles. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. The pass to LeBron. The 15-footer. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
The easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
The Heat trail by 3. Robinson passes to Nunn. Passes to Crowder over Davis. No good off the back of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Kuzma kicks to James. Back to Kuzma. Davis in the corner. Lakers passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. And they double up Davis. From deep 3-point range. They get it back. And he makes good on the layup. And it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's none. James covering. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts. Easily leaping up to throw that one away.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a rest for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade, confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat.
One shot.
Free throw good, Davis.
The impressive thing about Anthony Davis is just how much ground he can cover during the game. Has come into this league as one of the best running big men in transition. Still a huge weapon for him.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. Jimmy Butler, fourth.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
I don't think in terms of offense there can be any more potent group of players in the league. Having one of them on the wing means having someone that can carry a team offensively for extended periods of time whenever necessary.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
James, the pass to Davis. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Howard. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside Dragic. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Adebayo throws it down.
Some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
James dishes to Howard. Back to James. Pulls up. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Davis rejected by Crowder. Robinson with it. Now Green defending. Here's Butler. The Lakers with the rebound.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. It's a 10-point game. Here's Butler, buried from 15 feet out. Butler's got 14.
Butler's just so skilled at finding ways to score inside. Utilizes his height and strength well and varies that release point.
Now here's James. He's got 12. Here's Kuzma. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat trail by 8. Robinson kicks to Dragic. Outside for Robinson. No good with the triple.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
LeBron passes to Green. Takes a three. Unable to get that one. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers on top, ending the first quarter on a 15-6 run. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
Rumors are different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your ability. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Heat, we've got Olynyk. Dragic is out there with Hero. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Butler in at the three. Now Dragic after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Olynyk. This one for three. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now the pass to Waiters. Now Howard. Now the dish to James. Shot clock at 6. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Whenever AD is floating around the basket like he was there, you know if he gets the ball, he's going to go for the jam.
Rockets the pass to Hero. Dishes it to Butler. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
The Heat making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dragic against LeBron. Dragic the pass to Iguodala. Just 4 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Scooped up. The Heat trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Hero passes to Dragic. Fires from the line. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Kuzma. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And both free throws good for Kuzma. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Hero. He's guarded by Waiters. Shot's good by Hero.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Waiters passes to LeBron. Banked in off the glass. LeBron's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here's Dragic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Count it.
Awesome drive from Dragic there. Simply put it up and put it in.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Howard with it. James outside. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Iguodala dishes to Dragic. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Terrific patience around the paint area from Dragic there. Calmly knocks one down from the interior.
Passes it to Davis. Kuzma outside. Back to Davis. Howard at the elbow. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. On deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Look at the Lakers. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
And once the playoffs do arrive, they won't be intimidated. They've got underdogs early on, but during the course of the regular season, they've proven they can handle any situation and any opponent, no matter how tough.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Leonard, the pass to Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. And he makes that one. Iguodala's got his first basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
LeBron passes to Davis. And they double up Davis. And Waiters kicks to LeBron. The shot, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Pass to Iguodala. And here is Olynyk, covered by Smith. Olynyk dishes to Dragic. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
LeBron outside. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. No one near James as he lets it go. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now here's Howard. He kicks it to James. He dishes it to Davis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Very few players as good as Anthony Davis is on the inside. Just great footwork, and he's adding more and more to his postgame.
Now a timeout called by Miami. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. You think that's going to happen?
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
Well, no. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, there could be something that goes away soon.
We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. In third, the Lakers.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
And there's the pass to Hero. It's stolen by Davis. Kicks to Waiters, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Well, aside from that possession, they've done a pretty good job of keeping the turnovers way down this game.
Here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. The shot that time, not on target. LeBron with some nice D. Here's Smith. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
J.R. going to the rim, showing that he's still got a burst of speed.
Dragic against LeBron. Dragic looking for an opening. Olynyk finds Leonard. 5 on the clock. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. And James throws it down hard.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. James against Dragic. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lobbed up there for Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
I swear Dwight Howard plays with a watch on. His timing is tremendous on those alley-oops.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hero passes to Iguodala. There's the dish to Dragic. Will it go? Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Davis has the open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Smith left side. Back to James. And he uses the glass on the layup. James has got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Hero. He's guarded by Waiters. And James picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. Los Angeles on D. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Leonard finds Iguodala. 3 on the clock. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The Heat trail by 13. Here's Hero. Pass to Nunn. And it's sent back by Howard. Now LeBron, 18 points for him. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Morris is checked in for Dwight Howard. And both free throws good for LeBron. The Heat trail by 15. Outside Robinson. Pass to Nunn. Clock at 6. Here's Butler. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And it's Butler missing. And here's the Lakers. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway.
Yeah, just looking at this box score and wondering what Anthony Davis hasn't done. This guy's been on a roll since the tip.
There's 1:26 left here in the second. Looking to get it going. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
For Miami, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
.19 left in the first half of basketball. Dishes to LeBron. Ball's knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
And here are the Heat now after the basket by the Lakers. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
Here's Butler. 14 points for him. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
The drive by James and the dunk by James.
What a burst of speed. LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Here's Nunn. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
So it's Miami now, trailing by 19. Right side, Butler with 1 on the clock, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. Kenny, what do you think?
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint, and they were just dominant, taking it to the rack. But that's what you have to be willing to do. Take the action to the heart of the competition without any fear. That's why this is already a blowout.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Over there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
He's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here is McGee. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. 6 to shoot. Here's Caldwell Pope. Good work defensively by Jones.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Butler against Davis. Stolen by McGee. Loads it up for Davis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Nunn. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Nunn's got the first basket of the second half here for the Heat. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Lakers lead by 19.
We talk a lot about the monster games that LeBron James has and putting a bunch of points on the board, but sometimes we just Forget about how brilliant a playmaker and passer he is.
Now here's Butler. 16 points for him. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Inside, here's James. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Here's Davis after the Heat pick up 2. Shoots from the high post, and James with the basket on the assist by Davis. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Heat trail by 19. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Robinson kicks to Butler. Clock at 6. The shot missing. Great D that time from Davis. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. In the corner, it's James. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Nunn. Guarded by Green. Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Now, here's Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Jones against James. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Pass to Nunn. Poked away. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the dunk by James.
LeBron James out sprinting up the floor, his 16th season, still getting after it.
The pass to Nunn. Back to Robinson. Passes it to Nunn. Here's Butler. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Los Angeles leading by 21. Caldwell Pope dishes to LeBron. McGee the pass to James. And McGee kicks to Caldwell Pope. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Nunn passes to Butler. Here's Nunn. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Robinson against Davis. Now here's Green. Guarded closely. Here's McGee. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Caldwell Pope. 6 points for him. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Nunn passes to Butler. To stop the drought. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. James with it. He's got 26. Green inside the three-point line. Rebound by Butler.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Nunn passes to Butler. Four on the clock. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Off the inbound. Shot Blocked good by Hero. Hero's got 6.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He has 6. Davis kicks to Caldwell Pope. McGee trying to break free. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by Davis. Davis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Back to Dragic. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night. LeBron, no luck. Heat shooting 31% here in the 3rd. Offensively, they are looking bleak. McGee with the block. Here's Butler. Here's Crowder. And at last, they get one to fall. Crowder's got his 1st bucket of the night. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Davis down low. He's against Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Yeah, and Butler just can't be stopped. I mean, even when the D knocks him around, he keeps his focus on the basket.
The Heat have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Smith subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
One shot.
That free throw good from Butler. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, yeah. You're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle. You're going to react to like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
It sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I tried to avoid that, Kevin. Quite
did
frankly.
you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
No good on the free throw. Sinks the second. Here's Dragic. He's got 8. Butler on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Hero. 3-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. And the Lakers take it the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Kuzma passes to LeBron. On the wing, Green. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Heat.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Now, here is Smith. James finds Davis. Now here's LeBron. Jacks up a 3. And Davis with the basket on the assist by James. 27 points for Anthony Davis.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
change here.